Hi guys, I'm Tetra.
And I'm RKO forever.
And this is Raygan and Alina's rambling about
Randomness.
weird shit, whatever. And today...
Why don't we talk about weird shit? I know it's deformed. Be nice to it.
Hi shit, do you need a hand?
Oh yes, I can't get myself out of this ass.
Okay.
What if poop needs hands to get out of our butts?
It would be very disgusting.
You like look down at your butt and you see hands. Oh, come out!
Let's not talk about that right now.
I'd like to. Want to talk about pooping?
Instead, let's talk about something we both love.
What?
TWD.
I don't know. I'm obsessed. You like and love this.
I love the show. I love it a lot. If you don't know what we're talking about, if you don't know what TWD stands for, it's The Walking Dead.
I'm obsessed. She loves it. I'm obsessed. I know every single detail about every single episode. And I know every single person's name. So, if you think you're more obsessed with me, fuck off.
Rude. God. Okay,
folks. I want to know about rude.
Okay, let's not talk about that. That is very mean.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, here to just talk about The Walking Dead. I like the show, but I think it's like...
It's awesome! The maze balls! That
know.
explains it.
Okay. I know you think everything in the show is perfect, but talk about some minor details you have with it. Like something you kind of dislike about it.
No. Okay. I was watching one episode, and I noticed it was the barn scene when the walkers were coming out of the barn. The same walker got shot and killed and came out of the barn 3 different times. I guess I thought no one would notice it, but
Well, now you know something.
I wish they would have kept Amy in.
Yeah, I do too. I wonder what The Walking Dead would be like with her being more into the show.
And I really want to see Carol stay.
Yeah, so do I. I want to see the relationship between her and Daryl. It's just so cute. It is.
I'm hearing rumors about them killing Daryl off.
And if they do, I'm going to quit watching the show completely. It's just going to be like...
I may be obsessed with it, but I will stop watching it. Do they know how many viewers they will lose if they take Daryl off?
They will. They will lose a lot of viewers. He's like the badass of the show. There's Rick and there's Daryl.
You cannot fucking kill Rick off. Everyone will hate you if you kill Rick off. First of all, you can't kill him anyway because he's the main character of the show. You can't go fucking kill the exact, like, you can kill a few main characters like Carol, but please don't. Like, you kill Dale and you kill Lori, but Rick is, like, what the show is based around.
And I think if they ever kill off Carl, they probably won't, but if they did, I don't think Rick would have anything to live for anymore.
He wouldn't be able to handle it.
He wouldn't. But if they killed Judith off too, then he'd probably be...
He'd be insane. He'd completely go insane and kill everyone.
Yeah.
That would be an interesting ending for The Walking Dead. But you have to wait for it to, I bet
it will go like another 2 more seasons, then everybody will probably die. But if that happens, then I'm going to be really upset. I want the show to go on for like a lot of seasons.
People are talking about like 8 seasons. Like thinking like maybe like... I was watching some other videos and people were saying that they wanted to see some stuff in like season 8 and season 9. I mean, you see some of these see these other shows like NCIS. It's been on for like 16 seasons. And,
I think since most people love The Walking Dead, it's like the highest rating show in the world right now.
you know, I think they might end up going broke from the show. Because they have a $2.8 million budget on each episode. Because all the walkers and everything.
I think, since The Walking Dead show is so big, people might volunteer to just be walkers. Like, it'd be a big honor to just be on the show and not get paid.
You know, I just kind of want to be one of those characters. I wish I could get on the show, but I probably can't. But it'd be really cool that you get to be on the show, and you're a kid, and you've, like, hunkered down in, like, an attic, and then they're, like, out
Like
on
The Walking Dead.
Yeah, they're, like, out on a hunt. Like the zombie in the mansion. And
Yeah, in the video game.
Like, they find you alive as an actual kid, and they find you, and you could be, like, a permanent character. That would be awesome.
That would be cool. But,
I would cry.
I would cry. I would literally drop down to my knees, cry if I got to be on the show. You know what?
What would you cry more about? If you got to be a character on Soul Eater or a character in The Walking Dead?
Soul Eater more, but if I got to be a character on The Walking Dead, I'd still cry. I mean,
I would bawl my eyes out. You know I would.
Yeah,
I would bawl my eyes out if I met any of the characters.
I would too. You know, I think, if I was ever on the show, like, if I got this big role in the show, I'd wish... What?
Pib. Pibby!
Oh, I'd wish that as, like, a character, like, they meet out on the road, that, like, a bunch of zombies, and then I go out and I kill one that's about to attack one of the characters.
Like Backpack Guy?
What?
Backpack Guy? When Michonne, Rick, and, Carl went out on Clear, the episode Clear in the 3rd season, and the hiker, Backpack Guy, was out on the road and was chasing him. Kind of like hitchhikers like that.
And I'd be like, I'd go up and I'd kill one right before it's about to kill them. And,
find you, like Michonne did with Andrea.
Yeah, and, like, they'd be so surprised since I'm a kid, and, like, I'd be handling a gun or a sword, and they'd be so surprised. They'd be like, you're just a kid. And, like, I know a lot.
I'm pretty badass, so. And just so you all know, in the picture that's rolling right now, I'm the blonde one with my hand on my face, and she's the one with the, and the other person talking is the one with the black hair.
I was actually gonna delete that photo and put in like gameplay, but whatever. Anyway, some more things about The Walking Dead. I'm gonna be really happy when, like, Glenn and Maggie...
I think they should have a baby.
So do I. But I think they know that the walkers are so intense that if they tried, it'd just be too much to handle. Especially since Maggie and Glenn...
Putting a kid in the world that they're in...
Yeah, it'd be too much to handle. I wouldn't. I would never.
Lori didn't even mean to get pregnant.
No, she didn't. But... you know what? I actually don't really blame her. I mean, I think it's wrong that she went and...
Shane was cute with his, like, fluffy hair.
I don't think it's wrong that she went and slept with Shane, but it still isn't right either. I mean, you never know. You never know if your husband's dead or alive.
Yeah, but she mentioned that she was so alone that she just wanted to feel something, which is why.
Still. And I used to hate Lori, but now I can kind of respect her.
I got so sad when Lori died.
So did I. It really made me cry my eyes out. I literally ran to my mom and I was like, she's like, why are you crying? I'm like, that episode is so sad.
Oh my God. Sad. I bawled like a baby when Dale died. Oh my gosh. What character would you bring back if you could bring it back at all?
If I could, I would, I'd either bring back Dale or T-Dog.
Oh,
Or Amy.
That's a tie for me between T-Dog and Dale. But I think it'd be kind of interesting if they still had Shane. Like, he went so insane they had to, like, lock him up in a prison cell. I think that'd be kind of interesting. But, no, he just had to get stabbed, and Carl just had to shoot him and bring all his fucking walkers to the goddamn farm and had to set the fucking barn on fire. Ah!
That's kind of bad. I know what I didn't get? When they found the farm and it wasn't overrun or anything and no walkers are there. I think in reality, that place was probably...
It was out in the middle of nowhere, and because there's no people there, that's where it's clear of walkers. Down in the city, there's so many people, that's why all the walkers were there, and they were running out of food there, so they were coming up.
Yeah. You know, I was watching a video. It's, if you want to see it, it's by Matt Pat, and he's like the Walking Dead walker. He does like this video on how to know which weapons would be good for the if there's a zombie apocalypse, and I think that zombie apocalypse can be closer than you might think. There have already been reports of people eating each other. I mean, it could be closer than we even thought. It could happen today. It could happen tomorrow. It could happen in a few years. We'd never know.
I actually think the safest place for zombie apocalypse, you know, if you can't get to like a prison or something like that, I think would be an apartment building actually, on at least the second floor or higher. Because you have the security door. You especially want to be in an area with a security door, because they can't get through the security door, because of course you have to lock. And then you have your doors all locked. So, and then probably also be things in front of your doors and stuff. And just keep quiet.
You know, I never thought about this, but there's so many different versions of walkers. We'd never know which one would be correct. The walkers we've seen, they might not even be the version of zombies we would
the ones in World War Z, I would not want to be the zombies.
No, they're way too fast.
You would be fucked.
Yeah.
Like,
you know, the walkers from The Walking Dead, they aren't fast, so they're easy to kill, but they're more brutal. They will rip you open, but in World War Z, they only bite you and you turn.
That's what didn't make sense. Because in World War Z, sorry, spoiler alert if you haven't seen this, but
the walkers are so, like
I think the point of zombies is the undead. Like, you come back as a zombie as a dead person. The walkers, the zombies, or whatever you want to call them, in World War Z, don't die. They just bite, and they have, like, a seizure, and then they turn. Like,
they said it was some
I think
sort
they're just
of rabies.
like rabies. That's what I think.
But something else, I don't understand.
Just like how a bat bites you, rabies? Because that's what they only did?
But you know what I don't understand? If walkers are so out to, like, get guts and eat people, these walkers, they run so fast, and yet they only bite them. They don't do anything. They just bite them, and nothing happens. Maybe it's like a reflex or something, but still, it does not really make sense. I enjoyed the movie. I'll be honest with you. It was a brilliant movie with great actors, and it had a lot of great effects. But the walkers, they just didn't make sense to me.
Especially, I'd like to have a zombie apocalypse like The Walking Dead. Yep, there's a lot more walkers in that than there was in World War Z. Just that one scene makes it look like there's a lot, but I personally think there's a lot more in The Walking Dead than in that. But it seems more realistic because you have a few hours before you actually die, and then you have about an hour or so before you actually turn. Like, and you still have a few hours to live, so I don't know. I just think The Walking Dead, like, scheme of how they do it would be a lot better for an actual zombie apocalypse.
It would.
I wouldn't want to have one anyway, but if we did, I'd prefer The Walking Dead kind.
Yeah. You know, last night I had 2 I woke up 2 times, and both dreams I had were about the zombie apocalypse. And there was this one funny dream. It wasn't really funny, but it was weird. There was an amusement park with no walkers, even though there was a zombie apocalypse going on. No walkers. People were still visiting there. And I went on the ride with a couple of friends. I think you were in it. I'm not sure. But we went on the ride, and like, we go on this bouncy ball, and it started going down a slide or something. And it made no sense. But when I got back to, like, it was more like a farm, but like a horse, like a bit, not really a farm.
Like how Charlotte's Web, like the fair Charlotte's Web.
Yeah, kind of like that. And like, when I got back there, it was overrun with walkers. And it didn't make sense to me, because, like, I'm a little kid. You think they could handle that on their own, but when I'm there, I'm like a big part to it. But when I'm not there, everything gets overrun. It doesn't really make sense to me. But it was a weird dream. And so was the first one. I can't remember the first one. Surprisingly, I could remember that one. And then there was another dream I had that was actually kind of like the zombie apocalypse. Not really, but kind of. There were these bugs that were infecting everyone. And, like, they were big green bugs, and they were disgusting. And they affected everyone. And everyone, they'd turn into, like, walker. And they'd eat people. Like bugs, like mosquitoes, they'd suck out their blood. They wouldn't eat their guts, but they'd suck out their blood. And then the people would just turn into flat, disgusting, weird things, and I don't understand.
That kind of reminds me of the movie by Stephen King, The Mist. Have you seen that?
Mm-mm.
That movie is scary. It's an amazing movie. It's like the bugs are everywhere, and they're all in like this, what do I call it? Shopping center, and it has like the big glass windows on the front, and the bugs start breaking through. They're all badass about it too. They have guns and flamethrowers and arrows, and it was really cool.
Like, there's another part, and there was a really good part of that dream that I wish was real. I got to meet Tobuscus. And like, you're the first YouTuber I've ever seen, and it's weird how I got to meet him, but I thought I'd meet PewDiePie in my dreams.
I'm sorry, but Tobuscus, no, just no.
I like him. He's a good YouTuber. I don't watch him a lot, but he's a good YouTuber. Have you ever watched one of his videos? There's a funny one. You know what? Let's get back on like the walker topic. Have you ever had a walker, like a zombie apocalypse dream?
Actually, yes. Like, I was having this dream, and so we're moving right now, and there's this storage that we keep all our stuff in right now. And I had a dream that we were there, and there's this security door that you come through, and you have to like flash this card over it to get in. So to unlock, but you can't open it from the inside unless you flash the card in front of it. And, you can't get through that door, of course, without the card. And then there's, all the other doors are locked. There's one emergency door, which is locked, you can't get in, and you can only get out of. And then there's a garage door, like to get big furniture through, and that, of course, you can't get through. Like, walkers might be able to get through it, but you just have to keep quiet so they won't hear you. I was like, coming up with a plan. I had a dream that a zombie apocalypse happened. Like, we were at the storage organizing and stuff, and I opened the door, and there were walkers everywhere. Like, all over the streets. And I closed the door, and we, like, went in the storage, in our storage cubicle or whatever it is, and we closed it. I would, like, stay there, and we would, like, go out, and one person would make a run to get food and stuff from the house. It was insane.
Probably would be. Something else I was about to say. Oh, yeah, I remember my dream. I remember the other dream I had we were staying in this apartment building. You don't know what it's like, but I live in an apartment building.
This would be a good apartment for a zombie apocalypse.
And we were staying in it. And I remember one part, my mom looked out the window and she's like, "Holy shit, that's a bunch of walkers." And like she's just like, "Stay still." And she slept like she was dead. And walkers started getting in my room, and I didn't know what was going on. I was like, "Holy shit!" And I tried moving a little bit, like covering myself up with blankets because I was in my bed, and my mom was in my room. So she jumped onto the bed and covered herself up, but I didn't know, so I tried covering myself up. That's when I woke up. A zombie was, and like I didn't know what was about to happen, but I was like, it seemed so realistic that I thought it was really real. And that's what frightens me so much. Since people are saying
the real dreams you have, like my dreams I have, sometimes end up actually coming true.
And that's what bothers me so much. What if it actually happens? What if there's actually a zombie apocalypse that actually happens?
Look out the window. Well, we're good for right now.
But still, what if there was actually a zombie apocalypse? I don't know what I do. I haven't planned yet. But even if I have, you never know what
you wouldn't be prepared anyway.
No,
because it comes so fast, just like in The Walking Dead. I wish they kind of would have shown the starting. Well, they did, didn't they? With like when Shane and Rick were on the road and they were talking, and they had Randall in the
flashbacks.
Yeah, they're having a flashback. They showed the starting of it, but I wish they would have shown it like in more detail of how it actually started.
Yeah. Remember the 400 Days Walking Dead game?
Yeah.
It
was so short though. I wish they would have made it longer.
Yeah, but remember, I think his name, I can't remember the guy's name, but the jail guy, he sees walkers coming out. He sees them he doesn't even know. And I feel so sorry for him because imagine if you were on your way to jail and the zombie apocalypse just happened.
I mean, the thing is secure. The truck will be secure. You just need to not fucking move.
Yeah, but I mean, it'd be horrible if you were like going to prison and the zombie apocalypse just started. You'd be in handcuffs. You'd have your ankles chained, especially if you were on a bus. It'd be too terrible. It would be horrible. I gotta admit. What's your thoughts?
Huh. Yeah. And I'm kind of glad that what they did was with like they're named the same thing, like the comic, the show, and the game. Like they're named the same thing and stuff, but they have practically different plots. Except they have a few characters like the
Walking Dead game and the
comic and the game. The comic and the show have the same characters, but kind of like different twists in the show. And in the game, the only two characters that are actually in the show is Herschel and Glenn. And Maggie is replaced with Sean in the game. Maggie is in the show.
Sean. Remember in the show they mentioned Sean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so Sean is.
They took that off of like when he got bit. Remember? Mm-hmm. That's how he died.
Wait,
they took that from the game.
Did the game come before the show happened? Before that part happened?
That was.
They mentioned it in the comic too. Like the game is kind of based off the comic.
The game showed Sean dying. I think they showed how he died, but they had told about it in the comic. Didn't the comic come first?
Yeah.
They told about it in the comic and the show first.
The comic came before anything. And that guy who wrote it, he's a brilliant man.
He's young, too. Have you seen him? He's like in his late 20s or his extremely early 30s. And he's already making millions off of that.
And he
lucky bastard.
And if he made I wish I would have made a comic like that.
We need to come up with like a huge comic.
Yeah. But the show is so brilliant, and the comic is too, and the video game is very good
Oh my
show.
God! When Clementine had to shoot Lee.
But in the comic and the show, what's her name?
Lori, Andrea, Amy.
No,
Carol.
the girl with Larry, his daughter. What's her name?
Larry.
Yeah, in the video game. Larry, the old guy.
That's Lori.
No, the Larry, the old guy.
I know. The bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's Lori in the video game.
Her name isn't Lori.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
It's not Lori.
Yes, it is.
Oh my God, I can prove you wrong. Hold on. Still recording.
Is it still recording?
Yeah. I can prove you wrong.
Search Lori, The Walking Dead video game. Lori. Search Lori. Lily.
Told you.
Same thing.
Not really.
I'm the smart one here. I was the closest.
Lily.
Is an ass.
Lily, she appears in the comic. She kills the governor.
Hold on.
He made her kill a baby. He made her kill Lori, but she didn't know. She didn't know that Lori was carrying Judith, her baby. I don't think they mentioned the baby's name. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But
wasn't the baby just born?
Yeah.
So I don't think they had a name.
And then
yet.
she saw the baby, and she started tearing up. And she went to the governor. She's like, "You made me kill a baby," and she shot him in the head.
Let's give her a slow applause. Smartest woman alive.
And she's like, that's the only time I appreciate her. I feel kind of sorry for her too. I hated her when she killed Carly or Doug.
She killed Doug.
Yeah. Well, she meant to kill Ben, but Doug jumped out from her.
You would kill Ben. You don't kill Ben. Ben was actually a pretty awesome character, I think.
He was, and I'm sad he died.
It's like you either... Kenny dies anyhow. It's either him saving Ben or him saving what's-her-face. Like, that couple they find on the bridge, saving that girl. I forget her name.
I think I remember her name. Oh, God. It's been so long. It sucks.
I got obsessed with the video game before I got obsessed with the show.
Yeah, so did I. You gotta thank the video game for getting you obsessed. And I'm the one who showed you the show.
I at first didn't really want to watch it.
Neither did
but then I started
like
watching episodes after episodes, and I'm like,
this actually makes a lot of sense. Like, that's how I did. That's like, this actually makes a lot of sense. And that's why I started.
An idiot would think, this makes no sense.
Except if you think The Walking Dead isn't real. I mean
Stop getting high off of nail polish.
I mean, not The Walking Dead isn't real. I mean, like, if it isn't, like, I don't know how to explain. Duh. Fuck.
I would find Norman Reedus during the zombie apocalypse. Everyone would start searching for him.
He's like, come to me, we need you. What if everybody, like, in the zombie apocalypse, they went to Daryl and they're like, we need you now. And they start pulling on him. Like,
and they end up ripping him in half.
No. And then the other groups are like, no, we need him. And they're like, oh my god, we need him. Oh my god!
Oh, we killed Norman Reedus. Okay, we'll take this half and you can take that half.
We'll just use the... You know what?
We'll just take his crossbow. You know the crossbow he uses is an actual crossbow in the show? It's an actual crossbow.
Yeah, I know.
It's not like a prop. Goddamn. I'm trying to balance. This is not working so well.
Still, you know,
It's actually
they take
metal.
a lot of walkers and they use a lot of effects. But it gets to me like, what if they're actually being shot? I know they're not, but what if they actually were? A lot of people would want to be shot. Take me, I want to die.
Like, a lot of shows these days, like World War Z, they didn't use much effects on the zombies. It just, like, dilated their eyes, like, made them white, and then just, like, added veins and, like, dark coloring to their faces and stuff.
And weird teeth.
Yeah, that's about it. But in The Walking Dead, they take so much time, even on walkers that are, like, 50 feet away from the camera, are fully decked out. Like, completely and utterly decked out in it. And I just can't believe that they're, like, one of the only shows now who takes that much time to put that much effect into their walkers.
And I give, like, a clap to them because
they're better. The walkers are better and better each time.
Yeah, they are. Especially Bicycle Girl. I can't believe it.
There's this picture, and Rick is picking up the bike, and she goes, oh. And then he's like, bye. She's like, no, my bike! Deuces! No! My bike!
No, it's like this. He picks up the bike, and she's like, And he goes like, bye. And I'm like, my bike! Where's my bike? That's what I would do. Like, she wakes up, and her bike's gone, and she's like, my bike! Where's my bike?
I'm gonna eat you! And then Rick comes back and shoots her in the head.
You took my bike!
Real fast. I just wanted to ride my bike one last time!
The Walking Dead, you'll always be a mystery to me. You have great people making the show and great effects, and all zombies are great. And I give you a thumbs up.
And a fast clap.
If you ever watch this, the creator of The Walking Dead or whatever, if you ever watch this, I just want to say,
we love you!
You're awesome. You're very awesome for creating the best show ever. Other than Soul Eater to me. Anyway.
Well, to me, it's the best show ever.
It's my second favorite show ever.
What about Full Metal Alchemist?
That is an anime.
Death Note.
No, Death Note. Anime-wise, Death Note is my favorite. Is my second favorite anime. And Full Metal Alchemist is my third. And fourth is Ouran High School Host Club. But in real life wise, not anime, Soul Eater is my favorite show. And then there's The Walking Dead.
My first favorite, times a million, is The Walking Dead. And then my second favorite is, let's see, I don't know! I only watched The Walking Dead. Probably Under the Dome. It's a new show. It's really good.
Anyway, that's all the time we have for right now.
So, thank you all for listening to this 35-minute commentary on The Walking Dead. So, go check out my channel. I have, what are they called, FMVs or whatever?
AMVs. Well, mine's AMVs, and yours is like
fan music videos.
Yeah.
Go check out my FMVs on RKO Forever brand. I have just Walking Dead, Maggie and Glenn, and T-Dog, and all those tributes and crap. I'm working on a Shane one, so just if you have any suggestions, leave it down in the crotch with a song to add to it. So, your turn.
And you can check out my channel for AMVs. And if you have any suggestions for any Krona or Soul Eater or any kind of anime at all, then just tell me and I will get working on it right away because I love taking suggestions.
And leave a song with her down below.
Yeah. And
she also sings if you want to leave her a song to sing. Well, thanks for watching, guys.
Okay. Bye.